Terrance Williams, better known by his street moniker Gangsta, was freed from prison earlier this year, much to the surprise of many because he was originally scheduled to be serving life. Many speculated that he may have snitched in order to be released. As a result, we witnessed Boosie completely demolish information on his homies. So, who exactly is Gangsta? Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today, we'll be looking at how Boosie completely destroyed Terrance Gangsta Williams for snitching on him. Yeah, you heard it right. So, let's start our video. So, Terrance is a thug, Birdman and Slim's half-brother. You may recognize them as the creators of the Cash Money record label. In the 1990s, gangsta was a popular term in the streets of Orlando. He was a member of the New Orleans-based street gang Hot Boys. Their gang moniker served as an inspiration for the music group that was also named Hot Boys and was signed to Birdman as Cash Money Baby Gangster, or BG. BG, who was a member of the music group, even took his name after the well-known staffer Gangsta when he was a child. It is common knowledge that he has been deeply involved in street life. It was stated that Gangsta helped out his brothers and their record business in the 1990s by sending them $100,000 in cash that he likely obtained via unlawful means. Despite this, his name appears frequently in songs from the era and he was regarded as a New Orleans kingpin. He was in control of a number of individuals that pushed drugs. Gangsta set up individuals, and he and his associates plotted to eliminate members of a New York narcotics gang. This never occurred since the government was able to tap his phone and stop him in his tracks. Even though he claimed it was not a firearm, the thug was charged with continuing criminal enterprises and solicitation of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 20 years. However, in January 2022, after serving only 20 years of a life sentence, Terrance Williams was released. So, how do you get out if he was initially given a life sentence and then resentenced to 27.5 years since he probably helped the government? He was discharged early. His record had been sealed, therefore there is no longer any official confirmation that this ever occurred. However, this does not imply that no one will know what is actually occurring. People do not leave jail in such a manner without cooperation. Here is what the thug thought about it. Clearly, the thug was fairly forthright about what he did to shut a couple of murder cases, and the judge had him consequently released early. Gangsta saw nothing wrong with that, as do a large number of people. He has received a great deal of support. One fan said after 20 plus years, he had an opportunity to come home by telling on his dead friends. I don't think there's one person in these comments who's been through 20 years of Fed time, so please stop saying what you would or wouldn't do. He's not the same person anymore. He's a young street dude. At his age, you don't care about no street codes. You wanted to come home and didn't send anybody to prison from what I understand. I'm not mad about how he got back. Enjoy the rest of your life, Gangsta, and help these kids not make the same mistakes that you made. Another fan said, what's the big deal when it comes to telling on the dead? What are they gonna do? Dig them up and put them on trial? They can't do anything. It helped him come home faster. I bet if his homies could talk from the dead, they'd be cool with him telling on him if it meant him getting home sooner. However, he is aware that he has told others, and from his perspective, snitching is snitching. He sat down and discussed the pros, and he recognizes that it may cause many people who grew up with him to feel animosity. Where he's from, you shouldn't do that sort of thing. Birdman felt accordingly. BG thought similarly, and so did Boosie, the badass. Boosie formerly had admiration and respect for Gangsta, but that has changed, and the situation is now drastically different. Boosie realized immediately that Gangsta's story isn't entirely true. There must be more to it. Boosie believes that Gangsta ratted out not only the deceased homies, but also a number of other individuals. There's no chance that they'll release him after helping close a few cases. He is certain there's more to it, but it's mostly this. Boosie lost respect for Gangsta since there were many people in jail who stood up for him while he was behind bars. He betrayed the individuals who were willing to go to the mat for him, which did nothing to improve his opinion of Gangsta. He acknowledged him in one of his Instagram stories and claimed that he owed the city's residents an apology. Boosie ain't alone in this thing. Some believe that he had every right to be disappointed and upset. One comment wrote, I only respect the comment from Boosie because he's facing the death penalty and he stood on everything that he said he would. Solving some of the unsolved murders can definitely open up some old wounds. You putting that man's people in jeopardy. They obviously can't get the actual killer because he's dead. Now cousins, brothers, and kids have to watch their backs. And another dude is right up there with him. His comment goes, finally, somebody who has some sense. I said the same thing. They're not gonna let him free to give up people that are already dead. He gave up people that are alive. I'm pretty sure there are a couple of people in jail because of him. Boosie is a smart one. It appears that Boosie may have a lead on Gangsta, but Gangsta himself saw Boosie's reaction and was forced to respond. He obviously turned a new page and is no longer involved in the gangsta lifestyle. So, how do you explain all this mess? Do you think Boosie was justified in attacking Gangsta who had snitched on him, or did Boosie go too far? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.